Everyone knows the White House. It is the building in which the President of the United States resides. Well, in today's video, I'm building the White House in Bloxburg. I'm dressed up as President Reese's, and at the end, I'm inviting all of you guys in to come and look around with me. And if you want a chance to be in a future video, just subscribe. And as usual, we're gonna name it the grandest White House you've ever seen. P.S. Vote me for president. Okay, guys, so for the first time in ever, the outline is miles back from the pavement, and I'm still doing a little dance routine over here. Yes, that is because if you look at any picture of the White House, they have a huge fountain thing out the front, rose bushes, so much nice greenery. So obviously I am going to do one out the front, but first I wanted to decorate the actual house. So this layout looks very interesting, very strange, some might say. But if you're wondering, this is what's going to be downstairs and this is what's going to be upstairs. But before we do any of that, we have to sort out the front. So right now, this looks like the Great Wall of China. So I'm going to start with roofs because whoever built the White House broke Bloxburg's #1 rule. You're not meant to have a wall that is longer than 5 blocks along. This is over 20 blocks. So I'm hoping by adding some roofs to begin with, we'll be able to overcome this issue. And then the actual main roof is kind of like a little mansard flared moment. The back actually has a much nicer shape, if you're wondering, because that's where the Oval Office is. Can't wait to get to that later. And also on the roof, I'm going to use some of these ornate stone railings. Eager eye among of you will notice that the White House actually has these. Although I'm not just going to do one straight line like this. It's not amateur hour. I'm actually going to incorporate them with fences. That has helped a little bit, but I still think, guys, we might just have to make a little extension. Oh yeah, babes. That is 10 times better. Next up, they have the fanciest wall trims in this place. Like, I might actually have to custom make. And by that, I mean not just having one like this, but having it trickle down maybe 2 or 3 times. And with that in, it's time to move on to pillars. So, most people don't know this. They would just go in and stack pillars like that, which looks trash. But good thing, Reese's is here to help you guys. You can resize pillars. Now, I think you can do this without game passes, which is nice.
It's unusual.
And there is a total of 4 at the front of President Biden's White House. And I'm sorry, how is he always in so many memes? Every time I open TikTok, he's falling off a bike, he's falling off a plane. I feel so bad. Now is for the most difficult part, colouring the walls. You'd think this would be simplest, but no, it's not. I don't know how it's meant to look good with just plain white walls. So as you can see, this looks so bland.
Where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this? I don't taste anything.
However, this next step is really going to revolutionize it, and this is the windows. In my eyes, we have 3 choices: window 1, 2, or 3. Personally, I think number 3. I'm sorry, that is just so ugly, but maybe we could do actually a combo of 1 and 2. All I know is that there's 4 of the windows, so perhaps we could have it in an arrangement like that. And also, guys, I feel like I should say, sorry if I sound like actual dying rat. I have got a bit of a sore throat, but I could not skip out on a video for you little chickens. And then finally, we've got to add the front door, and I don't know what color it is. I'm guessing it's black because the Prime Minister's door in England is black, or maybe the President's is. This is what we've got. Honestly, this kind of looks like what would happen if you generated the White House in like The Sim, but I don't think it looks too bad at all. So let me fix up the sides and back, and in the end, this is what I've come up with. I'm so proud of this as the main structure, but now it's time to build the front garden. I think it'll be easiest if we start off with the little road, and this is where the president is going to get driven into. And maybe when one of you guys comes in, guys, you can be my chauffeur. And if you don't know what a chauffeur is, it's basically a fancy word for somebody who drives you around. I don't know what kind of fences I use. I kind of feel like titanium. What was that voice crack? But I'm actually going to use these ones because I think they look a little bit more grand. And I've done a little bit of something interesting here. I just thought we could turn into a little muddy bit. Oh, that is nice, actually. Over here, we are obviously putting fence gates. Imagine I just popped out this one. Yeah, we're actually living in the future now. No, one of the most best parts about the White House is how fancy it is. And so fancy that apparently this fence doesn't fit. But there's an easy solution to this. We just fake it till we make it. That is actually my motto in life, guys. We're just going to use this tall, simple fence fence. Then when we put the fence gate, it will obviously dissipate the original one. I don't know about you, but I reckon that the president drives around in a limo. And I'm also going to put some motorbike because they always have like police motorbikes coming around with them. And finally out here, we need to do the fountains. So I'm actually so excited. So this is kind of like the grassy bit it's going to be on. Obviously, we need the actual fountain. And my dream is that you're able to resize these. I'm sure in my inventory, I have some of those like little, it looks like someone's peeing up in a straight line. That actually looks so cool. There's even ones that like go up in the middle. Oh my gosh, that looks so nice. Like I said, they've really just surrounded this with so many different plants. And there's kind of two layers. The first layer is like red rose bushes. This looks like some sort of Kardashian flower display. The second to last thing I'm doing out here is adding some striped grass. And that looks amazing. And before you ask, Reese's, why aren't you adding loads of plants around like you normally do? White House don't have that. And the final thing is adding bushes and trees. Guys, just watch my money sink as I place these. It's actually crazy. This is truly proof of the magic that plants can bring. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready now to move in to the White House.
Are you sure about that?
Oh wait, guys, sorry, I did forget one more thing. They actually have guards and these weird chimneys on the roof. So I thought we'd add the chimneys, obviously. Or sorry, a roof ventilator. Now it is officially time to go inside. And since we have so many rooms, we're going to be moving at quite a fast pace. So this is called, wait, I actually have a floor plan. Let me look. This is called the North Hall, and it leads to the Cross Hall. First things first, gotta make all the floor into marble. Sorry, this isn't a karaoke fest. Next up, I've got this square stepping stone. And this is a very simple way at just making a different style checkered flooring. In build mode, it looks rubbish, but if we take the grid off, it looks gorgeous. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't actually been in the White House. Yeah, just casually go there, see Uncle Biden all the time. No, I have not ever been in, but I think the walls in the entry are red. The White House entryway. Yes, it does have this flooring, guys. The walls are actually white and red, so good thing we checked. And I should have chosen today to do the entire video in an American accent, but I completely forgot, you guys. And also, it might get a little annoying. They don't have much like furniture. Actually, it's perfect that the Victorian update is kind of like new, because a lot of the time they'll literally just have a chair like this. Who is sitting on that? Imagine how stupid you'd look just sat there like, hi. Hi. And then I suppose they'd probably have some armchairs as well. They like to have a lot of paintings of like the past owners, like Abraham Lincoln. This is the new Abraham Lincoln, guys. And you know who's my favorite president? Ariana Grande.
Nickelodeon stars, Ariana Grande.
Who else remembers when she did her Positions music video in the White House? And I love when big houses like this have flowers in all their rooms. And finally in here, we're going to have a round table. And somebody commented a very angry comment. They were like, Reese's, I'm going to slap you up if you add one more fruit bowl. And they were like, it completely ruins the color scheme. But I think it looks so nice. But if you guys don't want it, I won't add it. Oh yeah, and a chandelier. And I'm actually sick of using hurricane grey. I kind of want to use something else. We could use cloudy grey. And notice how the color of light can completely change a build. For the first room, I think this looks absolutely dandy. So as promised, the next room is going to be the Oval Office. So I found this actually really cute picture of Joe Biden in his little office, and he's with like a husky. I don't know why a husky's running on this fancy carpet, but the other main part of the floor is like a massive blue carpet. And did you know, fun fact, every president that's had this room has changed the carpet. So I guess we'll make it blue like it is at the moment. And then I'm actually doubling it up and making it a bit smaller. And then as you can see, we can actually make use of Bloxburg's glitching to get an ever more detailed carpet. It kind of looks like an eye. Oh, that's scary. Next up, we've got to get the wall trims as usual. Oh, they've got a nice wallpaper in there. Okay, I reckon that's actually a job for some custom decaled wallpaper. But just before we get to adding that, we might as well add the rest of the paintings first. And in his office, I don't know what that is, but I know that we have it. What the hell?
That doesn't make no sense.
Basically, we have both of the things I want to add in Bloxburg. So again, it's in surface decor. I love this section now, guys. One of them is this. This is the most American looking thing I've ever seen. That literally looks like Abraham Lincoln. And if you didn't know, Abraham Lincoln was actually one of the presidents of America. He the 1800s, I think. Little history lesson for you there, guys. They actually have like a little living room in here. I want a living room in my office. It's actually done in a really nice little kind of pattern. And then on here, I'm going to put a tissue because I feel like being the president might be quite stressful. So we will just put some tissues there. And of course, some lovely comfy pillows. If I was president, well, I can't be president because I'm pretty sure you have to be born in America. And obviously, by my very English accent, I was not. If I was ever president, I don't know, I feel like I'd be such a fun president. Like, do you guys remember when Olivia Rodrigo went to the White House and they were like wearing sunglasses? That'd be me if I was president, okay? Inviting all the celebrities over. And actually, I'm pretty sure these are meant to be doors. That looks 10 times better. And to fill in these gaps, we can actually put those iconic yellow curtains. Doesn't that look so realistic? And then if we actually get this decal from earlier, and we actually use really good wall trims for these, so it's a perfect little mat. Doing these bits above the door can be a little bit of a struggle. But oh my gosh, do not tell me this does not look like the Oval Office. And next up, we have these little side rooms, which we might as well do because they're literally staircases. I don't even know why there's a window here because we're about to block up the window.
He blocked me.
I think these stairs look a blimmin' treat. And is it just me or is this writing smaller and like the money smaller? When it says can't place it, that's all small. And then when you buy it, it's all small as well. Gonna need a magnifying glass to see that. So if I go back to my floor plan, all it's telling us is that this is the family dining room. This is the state dining room and this is the kitchen. On this side, it just says East Room, Green Room. Thanks for the detail there. So I guess we'll start off with the family dining room. And I did actually know about this because back in the day when I used to tour houses and stuff, I actually toured a White House once and they had like 2 dining rooms and I was so confused. But then I realized that it's because one is for like fancy meals. For example, if the president had the king over. And then this one is where they just have like their family dinners every night. And isn't that crazy? Like they're just a normal family like everyone else. So I guess we're going to use the Victorian table only because it's literally the longest one. Actually, maybe the state dining room should be massive. So this one is going to be kind of a small thing. And to stop like these weird little nuggets and stuff coming out, I'm gonna put a basic cube. Oh yeah, babe, absolutely stunning. And I do love the default texture, so I might leave it as that. They should have thought about adding a new table runner because the old one doesn't fit this table, although it does actually look kind of nice just on its own in the middle. In this wall, I wanted to do like a built-in fit because basically when Obama had the White House, he basically had these really cool like built-in indents in the wall, and I want one in mine. We might have to add a shelf underneath it. Wow, guys, my plan worked so well. Some things Bloxburg literally just can't handle. We'll have a couple more of these nice displays, and I think we should actually pop some vanity lights above them. Even though it's the family dining table, it's the White House, for crying out loud. They're definitely gonna have set tables. And since you've just seen me build this glorious dining room, you don't need to see me build a state one. So that is the state dining room finished. Oh, blimey, would I love to have a meal in here. So next up, we are doing the kitchen. And actually, for the floor of the kitchen, not being rude, but it's not like the president is going to be cooking his own food. This is actually like a little bit Downton Abbey style, where all of the chefs cook in the back rooms. Normally, they're actually underground. I'm going to be a nice president, and my chefs can cook above ground. So this is going to be a kitchen of exceptionally simple means. No luxury modern kitchen today, I'm afraid. It's still going to be nice, because obviously you've got to have good facilities to cook good food. And apparently, somebody has to eat the food before the president eats it, just in case somebody's trying to poison him. But I feel so bad. What if it is poisoned? Anyway, we'll also add a sink because I tend to forget them. And we'll put a similar thing on the other side with just a little bit of extra decoration and sparkle. And then a washing machine. A washing machine? I mean a dishwasher. And I'd say that's actually quite good for a servant's kitchen. Last but not least, we have the living room and the drawing room. So drawing rooms are kind of interesting. No, they are not rooms you go in to paint art or draw pictures. They're basically really fancy sitting rooms which have no televisions in them. So I'm actually going to do the floor a little bit different, more cozy, I suppose. So we're going to have wood outline, and then in the middle is going to be like a carpet. Oh, that's nice, actually. So in rooms like this, they always have a grand piano, and then they have about 50 different seating areas. I'm not even exaggerating it. So for example, over by the piano, they'll have like a little maybe area for tea and scones. Actually, do you eat tea and scones in America, or is that just in English? I don't know, but we're gonna add it either, because surely. And the vibe of this room is gonna be light green, and then maybe over at this front bit here, as you walk in, it'll be more of like an intimate space. It'll be more of like an actual lunchtime sitting area, kind of like we had in the Oval Office. We can also use some of these floor lamps. And we're running out of types of chairs here. I guess we could have like a bit of more of a formal one in this zone. Woo! Does anybody else get a panic attack when their alarms go off? Oh my gosh, and it's even worse in the morning. I literally get jolted out of bed. But this actually looks so nice, and it kind of looks like when the Obamas had their living room. And since this room is basically the same thing, the only thing that's different is I'm going to add an entertainment center, and it's actually going to have a TV in it, because surely even the president wants to wind down and watch the Kardashians.
Kim Kardashian West.
I don't know what I'd do without a nice bit of TV at the end of the day. And that is why I make my videos, because the thought of you guys getting to like chill out at the end of the evening, watch one of my videos and actually have fun actually warms my heart. So that's why I try my best to get as many out as possible. That is the entirety of downstairs done, and I'd say this looks blimmin' good. Now we just have upstairs, which is actually going to take a lot less time than you may think. First of all, obviously we'll add all the doors in along with dressers, and we're going to start off with the president's bedroom, and then after that I'm basically just going to copy and paste the rest in their own styles. So the president the president's bedroom is on the right side, which is the east wing, I'm pretty sure. And I think I remember the color being blue. So we're going to give Mr. President a 4-poster bed, because I wouldn't expect anything less. And we're going to go for a green and blue vibe. So normally I do plaid, but I feel like that's a bit casual. I've said it a million times, but search up comfort and it comes up with everything for the bed. Obviously, get rid of the old pillows to give us a flat base. And then I like to add just a few of these big plumped up ones. And we actually have fancy furniture in Bloxburg. And no, I'm not talking about this building over here. I mean, we actually have fancy style furniture. I'm wondering what the president would have on his bedside table. Do you know what? I'm going to put some spilt coffee, because Joe Biden seems cute, but he seems a little clumsy as well. I think a personalized fireplace in the bedroom is definitely a just decision. And I'd be very happy with this room, president or not. Next up, we have the dressing room. And rather than using the modern one, actually, I'm going to use the traditional closet set. And everything inside these closets is going to be black and white. And that's because the president only ever wears a suit. And it's not like he's going to come out in some pink suit, is it? And then we will top it all off with a mirror. The bathroom's going to be a little bit like old-fashioned. I mean, look at this tile for a starter. Along this wall here, I think is perfect for a little sink unit, which we can actually make really cute and compact. Somebody just gave me 50,000. Oh my gosh, shout out to Evie. We'll then have the bath and shower here, the toilet here, and also, I keep saying him, why hasn't there been a female president yet? It's 2023, people. Get a lady in there, okay? And with that room done, we can literally copy and paste it and then change the colors. I don't normally like doing this, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting much longer. And with that, guys, the White House is completo. And I am here with a ton of you guys to go and look around it. So just before we go inside, we simply have to appreciate this exterior. All the way around, it actually looks so stunning. And I've got to say, compared to the original White House, this actually looks very realistic. But if we open up the gates, look at people driving in. Yay! So just before we go in, this place values at $1 million. This is literally $1 million bill, guys. I can't believe it. And oh my gosh, people are already heading in. If we feast our eyes on the grand entryway, as you can see, it is glorious. All the doors are open because everyone has permission. And I left all the paintings as noobs because I thought it just embodied Bloxburg. First of all, I decided to go into the drawing room, and it's actually kind of peaceful in here. Oh, maybe because that door's shut. Why he's slaying so hard? I want to be your bodyguard. Well, I'm going to need one. Now I'm president of the United States. I mean, president of Bloxburg. So this is where basically the whole family would sit. Granny president, sister president. You can even sit here, you know, playing tomorrow. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you, tomorrow. And overall, this room just looks beautiful. If we go in here, oh my gosh, we have someone broke into the White House. No, this is basically more of a casual living room. This is where you'd have the family, and then maybe this is where you'd have guests. And again, if we just pan around, it's a really elegant look. And I love how this leads back to the corridor as well. And oh my gosh, so many people can't even get in. So this Oval Office is one of my favorites. If we just do a scan around, as you can see, I don't know what it is. It just looks so realistic to the real one. You can listen to some music on your old-fashioned radio. Look, I've even got people here. Can I have a code? For what? You want to break into my office and ask me for a code? I'm gonna send you to jail. And then, of course, over here we have all of our decorations as well and more noob painting. Oh my gosh, the Queen's come to visit. The Queen is in the White House. Hello. Ma'am, come with me, come with me. Let's take her to the state dining room. That's the staircase. This is the state dining room. So overall, this is a beautiful room. And like I said, this is where you can dine with like the royal family. And I love how this girl just thinks it's a house. Yeah, nothing special here. So Queenie, how are things going? And then also, oh my gosh, is this from Adventure Time? Oh, here's right though, Sub Teresa's. So yeah, this is where you'd sit, very, very fancy. And again, it's just got that same kind of elegant looking furniture. Oh, and here's the servants' quarter kitchen, which just is basically a regular kitchen. And then finally, down here, we have the family dining room. So I'd sit at the head of the table, and then this is where all my family would sit. So the Queen wouldn't come in here. She could not be subjected to such awful standards. If we head upstairs, oh my gosh, I love staircases like this that have a bunch of windows. So up here, we have several bedrooms. This is bedroom number 1. This is bedroom number 2. And I love how it's all white inside because you know what? This is the White House. So yeah, that was bedroom number 2. This is bedroom 3. It's a bit more of a vampire vibe in here.
Hello, brother.
This here is a nice bedroom. It's just above the Oval Office, so it's got that same shape. And it looks like these girls are enjoying it. Yeah, just reading one of the White House books. Oh yeah, and I've got a concert going on in here as well, with the Arctic Monkey. And then the final room is my room, the President's Suite. And I don't know why people broke in here. Oh my gosh, she's blinking, that's creepy. But these guys seem to be loving it, especially Queenie over here. And let's let everybody inside. Welcome in. So the bed is so comfortable. We've obviously got my closet, which I'm sure somebody would be dressing me. You expect me to dress myself? I've got to run the country, for goodness sake. And finally, we have the worst room, the bathroom. Oh my gosh, and there's a desk in the bath. I don't know how that got in there. The bathroom is pretty nice, but honestly, the closet's nicer. So let's finish off in here. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who watched this video. Thank you to everybody who joined in, including this dancing cow. If you guys liked the video, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.